Hello and welcome to Poet's Love and to episode 3 and to song 3 on our quest to write 100 songs. Today I want to talk about some of the ways that as songwriters we might be able to add a bit of harmonic interest into our songs. There are many ways we could do this. We could change key, or we could maybe use some borrowed chords, otherwise known as modal interchange. Both of these ways are going to give us access to chords outside of our standard diatonic chords. They're a great way of adding a little colour and emotion, and a little goes a long way. Let me first talk about the word modulating, because I know some people can be a little intimidated by some of the words we use in music. If I just start talking about augmentation, diminution, or oblique motion, it can be pretty confusing. Modulation just means the process of changing key. When I change key from C to G, I'm modulating from C to G. Once I am in G, I have modulated from C to G. That's it. There are many ways we can change key, and one of the ways that I'm going to show you now is by using a pivot chord. This is a chord that is in both the key I'm in and the key that I'm going to. It has a foot in both worlds. It's a bridge between the two, and I can use this chord to pivot between the two keys, hence the name. Okay, let's have a quick listen to the introduction first of all. So we're in C sharp minor here, and what's going on is, beginning on this E note, this bass line is just descending, and it's outlining these chords as we go along. It's a little ambiguous here what key we're in, because we don't actually have a perfect cadence. Let's look at this chord here highlighted in blue. This is the G sharp major chord. It's the 5th chord in our scale of C sharp minor. It's the dominant chord in our key of C sharp minor. The enharmonic equivalent of this chord is an A flat major, and this will become important in a moment when we modulate. But what is an enharmonic equivalent? Enharmonic equivalents describe notes or chords that share the same pitch but have different names depending on the musical context. For example, our black notes on a keyboard are sometimes described as sharp and other times as flat. So why is this chord G sharp major and not A flat major? Well, first of all, we're in C sharp minor, and that is a key signature with sharps, not flats. And why the key of C sharp minor then, instead of D flat minor, which would be a flats key signature? Well, I think this is mainly done to avoid writing double flattened notes when we're writing music. That is to say, it's just going to be easier to read the key of C sharp minor than D flat minor. Also, we want to build our scales in a way in which we only use each letter once. In the C sharp minor scale, I'm going to use C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, and C sharp. If I use C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, A flat, A, B, and C sharp, when someone's reading the music and they come across an A note, I as the composer have to constantly specify whether that's an A flat or an A in this context. That's just unnecessarily confusing. Like I said, these are just some of the reasons, but ultimately, it's all about context. Let's have a listen to the modulation, and then I'll explain how I've done it. So what have I done here? I've modulated from C sharp minor to F minor, and I've done that by using a chord that is common to both keys. Now the chord, my pivot chord, has a different name in each key here, but it sounds exactly the same in both. It's a G sharp major in our original key, and then it's recontextualized to become an A flat major in our new key of F minor, thus giving us a very smooth key change. But there's another factor at work here that gives us a smooth key change, and that is something called voice leading. Voice leading describes a set of rules and practices that comes from writing contrapuntal music. It's a big topic and one we could talk about in much more detail at a later date, but one of the main aspects about voice leading is that we write music in a smooth and logical way. And it's that smoothness I want to talk about now. Let's look at the chords around the modulation. I've highlighted their bass notes in blue. We start on a B sharp, which will be C in our new key. Then we go up a semitone to a D flat. Then we come down a semitone to C. That is a very smooth line. It's the smoothest we could get. It's all semitone movements. To facilitate this very smooth bass line, I've sometimes used chord inversions. That's where we rearrange the order of the notes. Say I had a C chord that was C, E, G. I could rearrange them so they go E, G, C. Okay, well that was a lot of talking, but I think there's a lot in this song that is worth talking about, and we will do in future episodes. Things such as chord inversions and chromatic passing notes. But for now, let's listen to song 3 out of 100. This song is called Curse.
I don't wanna wait for you. How long's it gonna take to do? All that we say is fake. It's true. And in any case, who do we tell it to? I just wanna be an ornament, cure on this curse of consciousness. You and I, we were just kids. No hot ashes on the spin list. Then the time ran out way too soon. I talk about kicking. I just wanna be an ornament, cure on this curse of consciousness. This curse, it never ends. It only wants to be closer friends. It stalks me day and night. Sleep can kill it, but I know I might. Yeah, I know I might.
Well, there we have it. Song 3 out of 100 done, 97 to go. And what did I learn from this song? That modulating, changing key, isn't that scary. I've known how to change key for a long time, much like many other musical principles, but I've never actually put it into practice before. I've never written any music with it, never written a song with it. But what I'm learning in this song and this journey is that we just need to do it. If we learn what a secondary dominant is, let's write a song with a secondary dominant. If we learn how to change key, let's write a song that changes key. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you got something out of it. If you did, Please like and subscribe, and please join me in the next video and the next song.